What's it like being a female expat living in Asia? Well, if you've heard me say that before, maybe many times, welcome back to the channel. And if you've never heard me say that before, welcome to you. My name is Wendy, and for more than 3 decades, I have lived and worked in 5 different countries in Asia. And I still live and work in Asia, now in Thailand. And I promised anybody watching this channel that every 8 weeks I'd check in and talk about the progress of the channel. So I'm going to spend a couple of minutes just looking at what's been going on for the past 8 weeks, and in fact for the past 16 weeks or 4 months since I began the channel. So 8 weeks ago I reported on the number of views, and also what else, the subscribers and the number of hours watched. So let's look at the figures from today. So the number of views for the 16 weeks comes out at 34,509 views as of right now. There have been 422.5 viewed hours, and I have 237 subscribers, which works out approximately at about double, exactly double on all of those 3 counts of where I was 8 weeks ago, which is progress, and that is terrific. I must right now send a special thank you out to Jonathan and the team at Hua Hin Today, who had me on for a podcast to talk about why I was starting the channel and some of my experiences as an expat in Asia for so long. And certainly after that, I did notice an uptick in the number of subscribers. Now, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, please just press the subscribe button. I promise I won't harass you for money. There's nothing involved financially, but it certainly does help the algorithm and helps me to get the message out there. And I'm very grateful if you have come on board and you're even watching now. That is terrific. So let's talk about some of the good things, the positives, and a couple of the challenges that I've faced, particularly in the last 8 weeks. It's all very well when you start a project that you have a lot of enthusiasm and you're going to go great into it. And I start projects all the time and usually put them through to completion. And I started off with the same enthusiasm, and I still have the same enthusiasm for the channel. But I have to be realistic. In Thailand now, we're in the high season, and I work in hospitality. So it's been a little bit tougher for me to come up with the content and set aside the time and the mental time to make sure that the videos sort of come out twice a week. So I'm doing 2 longer videos a week and doing some shorts as well. And I have noticed a bit of a squeeze, particularly in the last couple of weeks, because it is high season and work is just doing my head in. So I think that's fairly reasonable, but I'm pushing through, and with your encouragement, that certainly helps. So that's been one of the challenges. One of the really nice things is that in the last 8 weeks, I've had a lot more engagement. So people leaving comments below, some of them friendly, some of them a little bit, but some engagement, people clicking like. And as I mentioned in the last video, one of the surprising things is the number of people that I've known for many, many years who have come across the channel or just realized what I'm doing. They've seen it on Facebook and gotten in touch. One of the things about being an expat, particularly when you have been for as long as I have, is that people come and go in your lives. It's a very transient time, a very transient way to live. And so sometimes you lose contact with people, or you just sort of have a very light touch maybe on social media. But I've had some really positive things that aren't just about the numbers on the videos, that people who I haven't spoken to for ages, haven't caught up with for ages, have come into town or tried to catch up. And that's been really, really magical. So that's been great. The engagement on the channel has been fantastic. The suggestions that I've had for topics to cover, now one of those is going to be adoption in Asia, because I have some friends who have adopted children. That's a big one. So I'm going to make sure that I get all of the details of that really clear before we go ahead with that. But other great suggestions as well about ways to explain what it's like to live as an expat. I've had some very nice compliments. People saying that, it's nice to see someone who's a little bit older, maybe talking about some of the more practical aspects of being an expat. And as I said, I've had a few cranky people as well, but I love the cranky people. If you're feeling cranky, by all means, have a spill. It's okay. I've got broad shoulders. So into the future, as I said, some more topics to come. I'm always looking for new ideas. So if you've got some ideas, things you'd like to cover or you'd like to comment, I want to get some more interviews. I've done 2 interviews now, one with Lee Higgins and one with Karen Campbell, both of who are working currently in Thailand. But I also want to make sure that I go back to an old topic, which was the dating topic, and talk to some of our LGBTQ friends lesbians, because I think that that is a dating scene that's really active in Asia, and far more so than for the heteronormal or cisnormal, whatever we call that now, community. So that's kind of an interesting thing. But like I said, if you've got some ideas, do feel free to pop them down below. Apart from that, I would like to say, for everybody who's watching or has watched, who has engaged or who has contacted me, thank you so, so much. The intention is to just keep going, guys. Just keep plowing through, even through the high season. We'll get to the other end sometime soon. And I really, really appreciate all that you have given me in terms of feedback. I really appreciate it, taking it all on board. I look forward to seeing you with some more shorts. I've got to improve that. Oh, and my live feeds, which are just, I do live feed a pub quiz that I run once a month, and I think the sound on it is a little bit weird, but I'm getting there. Be patient. I'll get there. I'm a little bit older than, you know, your average influencer, so it's taking me a little time to get my head around it, but please do be patient. I promise it'll improve. Anyway, thank you so much. And don't forget to like and subscribe and share some of the videos, and I will see you in the next one. Have a fabulous day. Bye-bye.